Yeehaw! I hope everyone is having a root. Fuck. Yeehaw! I hope y'all are having a rootinin' tootin' week this week. Here's the number one source of music news in the country, music. Now I'm Bones. I rap about dark stuff. In YouTube news, Lady Gaga has released the lyric video for her song The Cure, but it is unintelligible and you can't even really read it. In other YouTube trending music news, Harry Styles from the infamous band One Direction has released his solo album where he shows off his Harry Styles, if you know what I mean. In other music news, Father John Misty has released a very extremely memey Fever Dream, which I feel he stole from my subconscious and my dreams, featuring the kid from Home Alone grown up as Kurt Cobain. So yeah, hit me up, Father John Misty, if you want to get memey with me. I know how to make the meme. In other music video memey news, Bleachers released a music video featuring that one chick from Arrested Development who Michael Cera had a crush on, and then I subconsciously was like, am I supposed to have a crush on her too? Because like every movie that Michael Cera's in and he has a crush on a girl, like I would be all like, am I supposed to have a crush on this girl too? Because I feel like me and Michael Cera are like similar people, and I feel like movies are subconsciously telling me what we're supposed to crave and what we're supposed to want. But then I grew up and I was like, fuck that shit. Well, anyway, she's in it, and it was directed by very talented, well-known, work to get where she deserves to be director Lena Dunham. And Bleachers basically marries like this old lady wearing a fancy outfit, and it's like super like, oh, look at how much money we have for production value. Imagine Dragons also released a new music video where it's all black and white, and then they have sheep and have people like dancing and stuff. It's really on the nose about the metaphor about people being sheep, I guess. It sounds like something Taylor Swift would sing on. This weekend, totally dark, twisted mind news. Sum 41 has released a music video for their song Goddamn I'm Dead Again, where they go to like a skate park riverbed graffitied up place. It's totally not scripted. They literally were like on Facebook and they're like, hey, show up. And a bunch of people that looked alike showed up and jammed out to their music. It was pretty punk rock and roll. Basically, the whole place looked like it smelled like Monster Energy drink. And it was sponsored by Monster Energy drinks. Monster Energy drink, we're not supported by the devil. Also, Paramount released another track with their old guitarist, so like it kind of has like that old vibe, but not really. It's very upbeat, happy. It's not like angry and angsty anymore. I liked it because it reminds me of a Sonic level. The guitar sounds like something you'd hear in like Green Hill Zone, and I fuck with the Sonic vision. Now let's go into the Billboard stock markets. Number one is Bruno Mars because it's Bruno Mars. Number two is Ed Sheeran because he only loves your body. What about the soul, Ed Sheeran? What about, I forgot, gingers don't have souls. That's an old ass reference, but you probably do have souls. Except for this one guy that I hung out with, like, he was a ginger, and I could have sworn he was the devil incarnate. Number three is Kendrick Lamar with Humble because it's Kendrick Lamar. And he wants everyone to know how humble he is by showing off this Airbnb he stood at Coachella. That was pretty nice. Did you know palm trees in California are dying? Number four is Daddy Yankee because the 2000s are all the rage right now. Like, if you actually pay attention to the weird subtle curve, like it used to be the 90s, but I think we're in Neo 2000 right now. And number five is Mask Off because memes get you views. And old people music news, Sirius XM, a $1.5 billion a year company, has launched the Beatles funded music channel. Insert meme about how historians and the Beatles and like all that other stuff that you edgy kids. Look, the Beatles are okay. They were like average looking. They had pretty harmonies. Like, I get it. Also, it's weird. Sirius makes $1.5 billion a year. So let's do the math. Sirius XM costs $15 a month. So that's about $180 a year. So divide 180 divided by 1.5 billion and you get 8.3333 million. So there are over 8.3 million customers of Sirius Satellite Radio, which is crazy. Like, I've never met someone that uses Sirius Satellite Radio. I know people use Spotify and Apple Music. Please check out FrankJavCee Volumes 1 and 2 on there. But like, if you put it in the perspective of the world's population, that's literally 0.001% of the world's population. So I can see that happening, but I don't listen to radio. This just in, breaking Twitter news beef. Apparently Anthony Fantano and rapper Wale are in a feud on the internet. It all began when Anthony Fantano said that Wale's new album isn't that great, to which the rapper, is he a rapper? I've only heard like one song with him and Lady Gaga, but that was only because Lady Gaga was in it, because, you know. So Wale got mad and he's like, this is our our music. And then Anthony Fantano was like, yeah, it could be your music, but it doesn't mean that you can't make bad versions of your music. And then things got taken to the whole nother level. As I would say, they ascended to another level when my hometown homie Vince Staples jumped in and was all like, hey, they're gonna fight. And that's about it. And then it kind of dwindled out. Another Twitter beef news, the first ever lo-fi hip-hop producer who used anime to promote his music said my tutorial was shit. But that's more of a reflection of his own ego, because like I know for a fact that my music, my editing, my writing, my hair, my personality, all of that is shit. So fuck you. Oh, and I know you guys want me to talk about this. Joji released his new track called I Don't Want to Waste My Time. What's it about? I don't know. Today's episode is brought to you by Refreshe Drinking Water. Taste the refreshingness of the water. But Frank, I thought you only drink Fiji water. I don't fucking drink Fiji water. You know how expensive that is? Just kidding. This episode is brought to you by Squarespace. Be sure to get the square and put it in the space, and you're good.